I see this walk as a walk for raising awareness of people and listening to people and talking to people and sharing that ideal that people are valuable, more valuable, and the planet is valuable, more valuable than what we have been giving.
How many people you can reach, and how many people might just look at you saying, oh my gosh, these people are crazy. They're walking from Phoenix to Washington, D.C. And it's just a very strong way to reach out and to get to know people, and you never know who you're going to encounter.
If we would all just slow down for a minute and think more deeply about what's happening around us, maybe some of the little things we can do to be better Christians, better people, better neighbors. I see that all as part of the realm of CrossWalk America.
I feel that there are a lot of people out there that if they understood who we are and how we are really trying to authentically be Christian, that they would find that sense of peace and home with us. And so it's very important. It's selfish to just sit in our churches and be in community with each other and not just be public.
Martin Luther nailed his theses to the church door in Wittenberg because he wanted to have a conversation about things that he thought might not be okay with society and religion in that day. We are marching from Phoenix to Washington, D.C., to our nation's capital, because we really do want to have a conversation. Not to tell people, you're wrong and we're right, but to sit down and say, let's really look at this. What should be the basis of our civil society, of our religious tradition? Should it not be what Jesus calls us to? The love of God, the love of others, and the love of ourselves. And if this is not the basis from which we're operating, what do we need to do to change that? And so I believe that this is an act similar to what Martin Luther was doing.
CrossWalk America is really about trying to change the face of Christianity in America and really address a present and growing sense of spiritual homelessness that we feel. So in 2005, CrossWalk America was formed then to host this walk across America. Now, why a walk across America? Why don't we just bike ride or take a motor coach or fly? Well, there's a lot of reasons for that, but one of the reasons is because we feel like society right now is going at such an incredibly fast pace, and we're taking shots at each other, liberals and evangelicals and fundamentalists and conservatives, blah blah blah. We're taking we're at such a high pace. The polarization is getting so strong that we just want to slow things down, slow it down to walking pace, where we can actually breathe. We can get to know one another. We can hear each other as human beings and try to understand each other from that standpoint, and to have a meaningful conversation. So we thought the walk would really help embody that. Let's slow it down. Let's do what Jesus did. Do a lot of walking and talking and getting to know one another. So the walk will start then from Phoenix and go 2,500 miles over 5 months to Washington, D.C. We'll be making use of the media, the local media, the newspapers, the magazines, the news, the local television news, and so forth as we go across. We have PR people who will be who are local here, and also will be contacting and making use of PR people in the local communities across the country as well. We're really trying to open a window then for the American public, show how human beings who have very divergent beliefs can meet together and see each other as authentic human beings with real issues that they all struggle with.
I believe Christianity is all about relationship, and I don't know how you develop that without getting out amongst the people and being connected. I do believe the Gospels call us to an active, involved faith, not to a faith that sits back and says, oh, things are horrible, or, oh, we need to make sure everybody's in line with our belief, but faith that engages people and that gets involved in people's lives and really values and wants to hear what people have to say.
What I liked most when I went to a presentation that Eric and Rebecca made at a church in Tempe was that they were very much emphasizing that this is not as much about getting there as it is about the dialogue that we're going to have along the way.
When the idea of the walk as a way of elevating the affirmations and bringing them out to the country and really helping people have a language about what it means to have faith that isn't stuffy and antiquated and isn't set into a box. It was an exciting idea to me, and the walk was a galvanizing idea for that.
To me, seeing people out there talking about God, talking about their beliefs, talking about being accepting rather than being judgmental, that to me is the way to teach people.
Some of the exciting ways people can get involved with Crosswalk, first and foremost, reading the affirmations and thinking about how they may relate to your daily lives and how they affect your belief system, whether you agree with all of them or not. Another way to get involved is to tell your friends and family members that this set of beliefs, these 12 theological beliefs centered around love, exist, and getting the word out. The reason we're walking from Phoenix to D.C. is to get the word out. You could get involved by donating some money. We've had a lot of great volunteer efforts so far. If we put an amount of money to the volunteer hours that have been put in up through October of 2005, we have over $250,000, which is huge.
I think that if you give your money or give your time or give your energy to this effort, that at the end of the 11 months, you will have seen that you have been with people and you have learned and you have grown and you have touched and people have grown. And every moment of doing that is an act of spiritual growth that truly can alter our world.